Many people think that preppers are crazy. I gotta tell you, there's a lot of benefits to be a prepper. And I am. It's early in the morning, so forgive my lack of staring at the camera and whatnot. I came to the prepper shed to get some eggs. Over the weekend, we do make breakfast, healthy breakfast. That way, we don't have to have lunch. And I was like, you know what? Let me go get my quail eggs for the morning, so we can have a good breakfast. Essentially, scrambled eggs with steak or something like that. That's usually what we have if we're gonna have breakfast. And as I was collecting my eggs, I was like, you know what? A lot of people make fun of preppers. A lot of people batch preppers on their lifestyle, on the hoarding of things and whatnot. But guess what? You know, I look at that, and I don't know about y'all, but that right there, to me, is security right there. That's food in my table. So you see all these people that they will tell you, oh, you don't need none of that. You don't need to raise your own quails to get eggs. Well, first of all, they're delicious. Second, unlike you, I don't have to go to the store because I have mine right here. I know what I feed them. I know how healthy they are, and they provide me with good food. So that's the one thing that a lot of people don't understand about preparedness is the self-reliance. You prioritize self-sufficient and independence. Most people nowadays don't do that. Most people nowadays, honestly, what they do is, I don't want to raise quails because they're dirty. And then I have to go there and clean them. And I don't want to get those eggs. I mean, they're so big. And it takes me 3 eggs. I have to crack 3 eggs to be the equivalent of a chicken egg. I'd rather go and work for somebody and just buy a carton of eggs. That's the mindset of nowadays, what people have. That's the mindset. I'm not going to do anything to be self-reliant. I'm going to depend on somebody else. What if that somebody else goes away? Then you're screwed. But, let's criticize preppers. I'll tell you what. Overall, this whole prepper thing is nothing more than, leave me alone and let me live my life like my grandparents did type of deal. I mean, we try to build community. We try to be financially responsible. We don't waste money on unnecessary things. We take care of our health, the majority of us, by eating good food and whatnot. We adapt fairly easy to any event, whether it's political, whether it's, natural. We had an earthquake the other day around here, 5.3. Everything was fine. I reach out to Dee. I make sure that she was fine. I reach out to my community. They were all fine. Everybody give me the thumbs up. So, preppers are community oriented. We know what it is to be a team player, and yet we are seen as something else. Here's my thing, y'all. The peace of mind that we always have because we are ready in case something happens is beyond belief. I'm gonna give you an example. It is fairly cold outside. We having a cold front coming in, and it's gonna get really cold. Before I came into the shed to get my eggs for my breakfast, I went and I checked the fuel on the prepper shed just to make sure that I have enough. I know that I have enough, but I was like, let me just make sure because I left 15 gallons ready to transfer in case that I need it. Just in case. And I measured my tank, and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little lower than halfway, but that's way more than good. Trust me. I mean, this not gonna take that much fuel. And I came inside the shed. I make sure that everything was good, that my coils are good. I make sure that my radios are charged. I make sure that my lights, the batteries are charged. That my solar generator is charged. I check everything. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to you all. I'm gonna talk to you all because more often than none, we focus on the negative all the time, and we don't see the importance of being prepared. We really don't see it because we do it as second nature, if you will. We see things as like, okay, well, we gotta till the ground because the springtime is coming. But we ignore the preparedness that we do prior to that. We ignore the time that we take to get there. And that is important too, because that time gives us that peace of mind that if the power goes out, we're like, nah, who cares? My generator is ready to go. My solar power is tapped up. All those things. I have water. We are ready, whether people want it, admit it or not. I would say at least 90% of the people nowadays are not ready. I thought more people were ready after what happened 2 years ago, that people got locked in their houses. I don't think many learn anything. I think they learned for a brief moment. They took everything serious for a very brief moment, and they decided to not just gonna ignore and continue to live my life the way that I had lived, up to that time of that event. I'm just gonna ignore everything, and those are the people who are gonna suffer the most. Unfortunately, you and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have I don't want to say a good time, but a lot better time than most, because we have that peace of mind. We have prepared enough, and that's what I want you to take home today. Today is the beginning of the week. Yes, for those of you who don't know, Sunday is the first day of the week, believe it or not. But I want you to take to heart that what you do in being prepared is not a bad thing. What you do is a really good thing, and it's a peace of mind for you and your family. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, because I sure as hell will applaud you for doing it. I sure as hell will. If I see you, if you want to talk to me, I will always give you a thumbs up. When you say, Billy, I put a bag of rice away. Billy, I am starting to get chickens now. Billy, I have acquired new survival skills. I know now how to make a fire. Those are good things. That is peace of mind. That is something that nobody can take away from you. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get my coils going. I'm going to make myself some breakfast. Mrs. D some breakfast, Last some breakfast, and the girls some breakfast too. Yes, we all going to have breakfast together. And after that, we may or may not go to the range. We may or may not, depending. Let's see what Mrs. D wants to do today. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Great day to start the week. Remember, what you're doing is right. What everybody's thinking about you that you're doing wrong, let them fail. It's on their own. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.